Coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some and a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward. And for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Little in at the small forward. Now here's Leonard. Rebounded by Covington.
his touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Three-pointer, Lillard. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
George dishes to Leonard. It's stolen by Little. Jones with it. George picks him up. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Now, here is George. Fires from deep. Rebound by Nurkic. Jones drives it. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Jackson passes to Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Floats one up, and there's the nice layup by George.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Lillard. Good. Nice job down low. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
1:25 left to play in the first. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell. Ooh.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Rondo against McCollum. Rondo passes to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot by Powell, no good. Cousins with it, Cantor covering. Rondo finds Cousins. Everly with the ball. Over McCollum. And Cantor pulls it down. Outside Anthony. Powell, that's good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Rondo dishes to Batum. Back to Rondo. Passes it to Beverly. Outside for Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Cousins. Excellent D from Cantor.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Batum. Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 3 slot.
That's a pretty impressive finish from Montrezl Harrell.
Trailblazers leading by 4.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
Beverly's gone 2 of 3 from the field. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Giles. It's picked off. Beverly the pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
I just feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Now here's Anthony. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Portland moving the ball around. And the pass to Powell. The Clippers grab the miss. Now the Clippers moving it up. Anthony against Beverly. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Trailblazers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Now here's Beverly. Man passes to Cousins. Here's McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Outside Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Powell. Outside Anthony. McCollum outside. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. And it goes down 2 points. Giles has got his first bucket in this one.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Zubats. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's the fast break. And there's Little. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. Little's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Outside, George. Morris finds George. Not going to go that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Passes to George. A 3 ball. That doesn't go either for George.
And they continue to control the glass.
Takes it out to Covington. Little dishes to Nurkic to the right side. Back to Lillard. 3-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left to play here in the half. Lillard against George. Offensive rebound. And another shot. The tray. Lillard again missing. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. The defense. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm after 2 quarters. It's Portland out in front. They lead by 11. Jack, how do you? And that's good.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. FCU's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, they've got Yusuf Nurkic, Robert Covington out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the 2 guard. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. Cantor checked in for Portland. Here's George. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Lillard finds Cantor. Now here's Little. Right wing. Here's Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D there from George.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And Lillard kicks to Little. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Lillard, the pass to Jones. In the corner, it's Little. Pass to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Clippers trail by 16. Kennard kicks to Beverly. Dishes to Batum. Back to Beverly. And the layup's good off the glass. Beverly's got 6 points.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
And there's the pass to Cantor. Back to Jones. Lillard surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Little. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Hondo's checked in. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:25 left in the third quarter. Hondo against McCollum. And they pick up 2.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Hondo dishes to Batum. Pass to Mann. Back to Batum. Lets it go with a 3. The Clippers rebound. Kennard kicks to Batum. Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Basket counts.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Cantor, the pass to Anthony. Now McCollum. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers on defense. They trail by 14. It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
McCollum outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jackson, and it's Morris in at the 5 spot. Leonard attacking, and that one good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard outside. Outside, Covington. Kicks to Jones. Clock at 6. Here's Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 5th assist in this one.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
From the wing, Leonard finds Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Left side, George. Over Little. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Now Lillard. Here's Jones. Second chance shot. And Nurkic lays it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And an intentional foul right there. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Jackson dishes to George. Puts up a 3. Portland grabs the miss.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
McCollum kicks to Little. McCollum against Jackson. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They lead by 14. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Now here's Little. A 3 from McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wide open look. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Stolen by McCollum. Covington with it. Guarded now by Morris. McCollum outside. Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. He sinks the 11-footer.
Well, just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Derek Jones. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Rondo's checked in. The 3 from George. The offensive rebound. Rondo kicks to Morris. Tries again. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Lillard from deep three-point land. from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Portland.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Nobody near Leonard. Off target with his three. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 15-point game. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jumper.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Here's Zubats. Drops in the layup for two.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game.
following presentation of the NBA.
Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's Saturday night and live, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And he's able to get it back. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Here's Doncic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
It's Covington on the wing. The pass to Nurkic. And that one is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Nurkic. He feeds it to Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Doncic. He's got 6. Pass to Marjanovic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit. Did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Out left to the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
So the wing on the left. Passes it to Lillard. Covington in the corner. From deep 3-point range, and it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Powell dishes to Hardaway. Back to Powell. And Cantor pulls it down. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Cullen passes to Carmelo. Back to Giles. McCollum outside. Pass to Giles. Shoots over Powell.
And Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his quickness to throw shooters off.
Here's Cauley Stein.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Dallas shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Brunson with it. The pass to Burke. Powell with the steal. Here we go, all alone. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
McCollum against Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Kicks to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Pass to McCollum. Cantor against Cauley Stein. Portland shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. First free throw is good.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's Brunson. Anthony with the block. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Powell in at the 2 spot. Brunson, good. Here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter.
Man, you just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
McCollum passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Good. McCollum's got his first basket.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Brunson scanning the floor. Passes it to Powell. Now Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Anthony. Cantor with it. Cauley Stein defending. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Little's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Lillard with the bucket.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Doncic looking it over. And the dunk by Doncic.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Here's Richardson, and Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Doncic. Rebound by Nurkic.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Simons, he's checked in for Jones. The Mavericks also with a sub. Burke, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Nurkic with the block. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Mavericks with possession here. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
To the paint. With 4 seconds on the clock. Lillard fires away from way outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Josh Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Nobody near Lillard. He can't get that one, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Little. And McCollum subbed in for Derek Jones. Lillard misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Porzingis. And he overshot that one, missing.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
He's got a clear path on up the court. And the dunk by Doncic.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Doncic against Lillard. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Doncic using quick, active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Pass to Anthony. And here's Cantor. 8 points for him. They need this. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Anthony.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Passes it to McCollum. Giles kicks to McCollum. From deep three-point range, the three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for J.J. Redick. Here's Cauley-Stein, and it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. McCollum against Brunson. Giles. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Brunson, no good. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. Now Hardaway. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Boy, an attacker who's not afraid to get a little rugged and physical. I like Hardaway Jr.'s disposition, fellas.
Hardaway hits them both. McCollum deciding where to go with it, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Yusuf Nurkic, Robert Covington out there with Little. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And stolen by Burke. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Plays it in off the breakaway. Redick's got his first points in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Dallas?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anfernee Simons. And a deep three from Lillard, but they'll get another chance. To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Dallas leading by 8. It's stolen by Jones. And Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Porzingis, here we go. Excellent D from Cantor.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Doncic with it. Pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, I like what Porzingis shows there. Excellent. Staying with the shot even under pressure.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lillard against Doncic. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Nurkic.
And the swag
Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Back to Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's up to 25 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand.
Great positioning on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Here's Doncic, just 5 on the clock. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Lillard misses.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And there's the pass to Doncic. For 3. No good there. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones with it. He's picked up by Doncic. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. And here is Doncic. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. And now it's a 10-point Dallas lead.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Now, here's Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the pick. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Kevin, thanks very much. C.J. McCollum has talked about the bond between the city of Portland and the Blazers.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Porter. Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Little. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard. Here's McGee.
Whoa,
what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Now, given McGee's explosiveness around the rim, I don't think that anyone should be surprised to see him throw it down like that.
Covington kicks to Lillard. On the wing, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it up. And it's Lillard missing.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
No, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Back to Harrison. Outside, Porter. Passes it to McGee. Here's Jokic. The pass to Rivers. Kicks it to McGee. Covington with the steal. On the wing, Jones. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rivers passes to Jokic. Porter with it. He kicks it to McGee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
Both free throws good from McGee.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with the speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Porter passes to Harrison. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Rivers dishes to McGee. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking ability. He times it up. Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Harrison kicks to Jokic. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far, but you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Giles checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Damian Lillard, and Denver also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Both good from the line that time.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Cantor, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
Campazzo, he is guarded by McCollum. The drive by Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Cantor against Millsap. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A putback, and Cantor able to finish.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Pass to Harrison. Campazzo, he is guarded by McCollum. There's Harrison. Dishes to Millsap. From past the arc. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Pass to Gordon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
He's off on the second.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
We'll return shortly. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had
selfless. I mean, you need to kill.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And here's Gordon. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the inside. And Anthony sends it back. They get it back. Shots good by Green. And we played through the first minute here in the second. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Powell, that's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Campazzo, he's guarded by McCollum. Jokic in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. The three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Rivers.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Denver passing it around. Here's McGee. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard with it. Picked up by Rivers. And then Lillard slams it in.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Jones against Rivers. Covington with the steal. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Porter looking it over. Over to the wing. Down low. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard outside. Takes the three. And it's Lillard again missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. 3-point lead. And that one's good, Harrison.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
And a deep three from Lillard. Millsap grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. It's stolen by Jones. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. McGee with the block.
And when we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
And he gets it back. And the turnover again by Denver. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. And then for Denver, JaMychal Green. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Rivers. High post, Nurkic. Outside, Covington. There's the dish to Jones, and he banks in the layup. Jones has got his first 2 points.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
So that'll be it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period,
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of time.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Aaron Gordon out there with Green. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in at the 1. Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 8.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. His speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Cantor, he's checked in for Portland. Harrison passes to Jokic. Harrison scanning the floor. He feeds it to Green. A shake. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
Lillard left side. Pulls up. High post. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard outside. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Here's Harrison. Denver gets it back. Green. Excellent D from Cantor. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Over Harrison. Cantor. And it's Denver with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the pass to Jokic. Porter trying to free himself up. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 8 points. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire to play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Outside Anthony. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And that one's good. Harrison. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Pass to Anthony. Now Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Carmelo. And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. Kicks it to McGee. Over Giles. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
To the paint. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Jokic is running. Here's Harrison. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Anthony. Here's Giles. Millsap covering. Powell kicks to Anthony. Here's McCollum. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. Offline. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got McCollum, Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. There's Harrison, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Little comes in for Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. McGee's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And he commits the intentional foul. Green, he's checked in for Denver. Porter passes to Millsap. Inside and stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. The pass to Harrison. Back to Rivers. Pass to Harrison. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And the first one drops. Gordon's checked in for Porter. And so he hits both. Trailblazers trail by 4. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
The Nugget shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Here's Gordon, and Covington sends it back. And he recovers it. Millsap dishes to Gordon. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Gordon inside. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Outside Gordon. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Covington. That one wide left. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
They count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments, and there he does.
Lillard outside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's check in for Millsap, and it's Michael Porter in for Gordon. Pass to Harrison. He dishes it to Rivers. Back to Harrison. Here's Jokic. Count the basket. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
And McGee kicks to Rivers. Back to McGee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. They're outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. What is on the line here?
Crowd is so focused.
Lillard finds Jones. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And they pick up 2.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
Outside, Porter. Passes it to Harrison. Now here's Rivers. Launches it. So we see Denver get the win here. A solid win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Derek Jones. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And the dunk by Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Now Lillard from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
George passes to Zubac. And George kicks to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. On the wing, Jackson. 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Lillard outside.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lillard against Jackson. George looking around. Shot clock at 6. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Little with the rebound. Zubac has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Covington into the lane. Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Jackson dishes to George. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Derek Jones. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter. George against Lillard. George passes to Cousins. Now here's Rondo. He's covered closely. The Clippers need to get off a shot. George off the mark, and the drought continues.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Anthony finds Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Kanter trying to free himself up. Good on the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. And Kanter pulls it down.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team. Terrific vision there with that pass. Hit his teammate perfectly in transition.
Now, here's George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the one spot. Portland may have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. Kennard, the pass to man. To the inside. Out to Morris. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Beverly. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Collin passes to Simons. McCollum against Beverly. McCollum right side. Here's Simons. They get the rebound. Here's Kanter. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Powell, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Jackson finds Zubac. Morris outside. Back to Zubac. Pass to man. To the paint. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Trailblazers leading by 8. McCollum outside. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Zubac. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson up top. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Zubac. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum deciding where to go with it, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. On defense, the Clippers. They trail by 6. Here's Lillard. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jackson has the open look. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Lillard sinks that one from the post. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Rondo dishes to Leonard. And the pass to Morris. It's stolen by Little. Lillard against Rondo. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Covington.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rondo against Lillard. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland leading by 12. Jones finds Nurkic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Jackson. It's good. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Paul George, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. It's his first trip to the line.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots. So he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line. Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Clippers trail by 16. Outside, George. Pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
I like this. DeMarcus does a great job of getting involved off the pick and roll, and we know he can finish.
McCollum left side. And so it's Portland sitting with a comfortable lead. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Portland was looking great right away. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every... And that'll do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Jackson. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Passes to Lillard. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Outside, Jones. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Lillard outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. Batum grabs the miss. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's McCollum. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Mann passes to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Cousins. Cousins has got 6.
Taking the hit, completing the play, something DeMarcus has done his entire career at a high level.
Rondo against McCollum. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Rondo passes to Mann. Back to Rondo. Cousins against McCollum. Kennard on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the layup's good off the glass.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Trailblazers leading by 11. McCollum outside. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. And he gets it back. And a wide open look for McCollum. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Cans it from downtown. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Zubac. Outside for Batum. For the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Anthony. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kennard with the ball. 4 seconds left. Here's Cousins. It's blocked. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 2. Trailblazers leading by 16. They Takes it off the glass.
Good read there from Covington, realizing when to dish it to a teammate.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Poked loose. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Portland making a change here. Jackson passes to Beverly. Lillard comes with the double team. Poked away. Outside for Jackson. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Leonard looking over the floor. That one falls.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's Covington on the wing. Covered by Morris. Now here's Little. Defense right on him. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Jackson dishes to Batum. Back to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Batum. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers trail by 18. Jackson kicks to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Jackson looking around. Morris trying to free himself up. Jackson misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Nurkic the pass to Cantor. Second shot opportunity. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
George with the ball. Lillard picks him up. George against Lillard. And oh boy, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
From deep, George. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Zubac.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out of...
Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. George against Lillard. Clock at 4. From deep. Cantor dishes to Nurkic. And a deep 3 from Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor finds Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates. And
hey, Kevin,
it might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. They've got Derek Jones. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Little in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. And Doncic gets it to go. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
Kicks it out to Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. From the arc. Here's Marjanovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's the pass to Nurkic. Outside, Covington. Kicks it to Lillard. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Doncic, here we go. That one goes in.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Covington. High post, Nurkic. Feeds to Lillard. Another shot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Little. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Panthers checked in. Now here's Brunson. Hardaway passes to Redick. The shot off that time, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And the dunk by Powell.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
The Mavericks leading. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Powell finds Brunson. Here's Cauley-Stein. And here is Powell. Pass to Hardaway. Fires for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Portland's gone 0 for 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. So they take the lead.
A good timing on the fast break. We don't talk about that enough. Melo coming into the play and then finishing it off.
Brunson scanning the floor. Outside, Redick. No good again that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Powell dishes to Redick. Now, Cauley Stein still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Brunson. Powell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Now the dish to Cantor. Over Cauley Stein. Cantor's shot is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers out in front, up 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
On the court for the Trailblazers, at the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point. Cauley Stein passes to Burke. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded, and the shot goes in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Bucket is good.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Burke, the pass to Brunson. And the shot goes down. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's McCollum. The putback, and Kanter able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Kanter also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Here's Burke. Misses off the right iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the 3 ball is good. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Here's Brunson on the money from 12 feet away. Brunson's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Cullen passes to Simons. Now here's Kanter. McCollum up top. Brunson covering. Tries from 10. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by McCollum. Kanter's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And, yes, it's good. 6 points for him.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
Doncic against Jones. It's stolen. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Richardson outside. From deep. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
All sorts of time, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. Lillard with it. 8 points for him. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. And he makes that one. Porzingis has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, Porzingis read that extremely well. He recognized right away he was going to get that shot.
Here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Oh, that's a real nice-looking deep three ball there.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's... And that'll do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Jones. Now here's Lillard. D right on him. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Doncic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard with it, and it's Richardson picking him up.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Now here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Count that one. Doncic has got 10 points in the game. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And that one's good. Doncic.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Outside, Jones. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lillard misses. Mavericks trail by 11. Up top, Porzingis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Little. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. Pass to Kanter. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Makes it off the glass. 7 points in the game.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's Burke. They grabbed their own miss.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons, the pass to Anthony. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
And here is Burke. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Nurkic with the block. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. From the line. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Got to put a body on there. Just too big down low.
Now Brunson. 8 points for him. Hardaway with a wide open look. Cranes the three-pointer.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
McCollum outside. Over Burke. Here's Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Over to the left wing. Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Out to Porzingis. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Porzingis has got 6.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Hardaway with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Burke. Count it. Burke's got his second bucket. Here's Simons. He's off on that one. And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Giles in at the power forward position. Richardson gets a wide open look. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Here's McCollum. Off target at the rim.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Little comes in for Anthony. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And that one's good. Doncic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Covington. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, defender a little bit off balance against Lillard, and most defenders are, let's face it, results in a trip to the free throw line.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Doncic. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D that time from Jones. Over in the corner, Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Doncic looking it over. The pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard with it. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic outside. Richardson against Lillard. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Covington. Back to Lillard. It's intercepted. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. On the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Powell in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic is checked in. Redick finds Powell. Now Doncic. He's guarded by Nurkic. Doncic with the bucket.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard left side. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Here's Doncic.
And so confident.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And a deep three from Lillard. Offensive rebound. Kanter kicks to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nurkic against Doncic. And so it's Dallas winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they
from Mile High City. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. D.A.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Little. And it's Covington in at the 4 spot. And for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee. Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward. The jump hook. The shot by Harrison, no good. And here's Portland. Little passes to Lillard. Little kicks to Lillard. And the 3 off target.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Here's Jokic, and it's in there.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Now Lillard. Now the pass to Little. Lillard left side. Harrison with the rebound. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Down low. A nice shot by Rivers.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. McGee on the double team. Here's Lillard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Harrison passes to Rivers. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Covington. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 3 on 3. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Going to work. Nurkic puts forth such an effort on offense. That's what gets him his looks.
Porter kicks to Harrison. Nurkic with the block. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard with the bucket. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Powell. Cantor finds Powell. Rivers trying to get open.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Pass to Millsap. Shot to stop the run. Back to Porter. Passes it to Rivers. Here's Harrison. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Giles. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Out to the right wing. Cantor against Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And they're running.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Porter, no luck. Portland leading by 9. Here's Powell over Rivers. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Jokic with the bucket. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Bull. Monte Morris is checked in for Rivers. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Harry Giles is checked in for Little. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 11. Campazzo. No good on the three. The Trailblazers shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. They get it back. Giles.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Morris. Outside Millsap. Feeds it to Bull. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. McCollum passes to Cantor. Now here's Powell. 5 on the clock. McCollum with the ball. Up again. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Millsap kicks to Morris. The feed to Green. Anthony down low. Morris is there. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Campazzo. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Bull. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Morris. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that
more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
That was terrific.
My goodness.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Morris outside. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal. Covington passes to Lillard. Tries it from 19. The shot that time, not on target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the basket by Gordon.
Well, you know what I like to say? Persistence pays. And with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Campazzo, defended by Jones. Here's Gordon. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Out to the wing. Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Back to Lillard. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for a ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Porter outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And
now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, after 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are leading by 12. Shaq. Thanks for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Little. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. Jokic against Kanter. Nurkic with the block. Here's Little, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 14-point game. And stolen by Lillard. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Stolen by Rivers. One-on-one here. Here's Harrison. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Back to Rivers. Down low. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Jokic. Lillard, the pass to Jones. And here's Kanter. It's hauled in by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Porter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here is Lillard. He's got 18. Off with the layup.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. Aaron Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. Rivers against McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Cullen passes to Powell. 1:41 left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. McCollum uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. The dish to Green. Good work defensively by Anthony.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
On the wing, Gordon. Outside for Millsap. Back to Gordon. Millsap trying to get open, and it's Gordon missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Kanter throws it down.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Here's Harrison. He feeds it to Millsap. Over Kansas. It's blocked. It's deflected. Anthony dishes to Powell. He kicks to McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Collins carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Right side, Millsap sinks the 15-footer.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Harrison in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Porter. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Porter's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nuggets. Now here's Lillard, and Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good. Lillard's got 20 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The kick out to Porter. Back to Jokic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Nuggets making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
The basket counts and 1. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jokic with the steal. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from McGee. Lillard outside. That one drops for him. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Here's Jokic. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Lillard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead. .149 left here in the fourth quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Porter passes to McGee. Yep, it counts.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Lillard surveying the D. Pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. 3-pointer. No good that time. And it's Denver the other way.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Little. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard against Green. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Denver, trailing here by 8. Now Rivers. Here's Jokic. High quality look, and he sinks it.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
To the inside. Rivers. Got it.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Portland with the ball.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.